Hey, so good morning. Let's go ahead and get started with our gentle yoga. And you can sit in your comfortable posture on the floor. All right. When you come to your seated pose, whether it's to do yoga or to meditate, or even if you just want to take a break between meetings, right, at your desk, a nice way to center yourself is just to listen. So become aware of all the sounds in your room, outside of your room, even the sound of your breathing. And lengthen from the base of the spine, up the back, through the neck, through the top of your head. And relax down through the forehead, around your eyes. Relax through the nose, the cheeks, the corners of your mouth. Relax your jaw. And down through the neck, the throat, the shoulders, down the arms to your fingertips. And take a nice deep breath and relax down through the torso. And from the hips all the way down the legs to your feet, your toes. Now focus your awareness on your breathing. So count the length of your inhale, count the length of your exhale, and just notice as you do that your breath starts to slow down, become more even. All right, with your next exhale, let's bring the chin forward, hang your head down. We're going to start with your neck and upper back and shoulders stretch. So just let your head hang down. You're sitting tall and bringing your chest up towards your chin. And let your head roll to the side. So the face is forward, let the ear hang toward the shoulder and relax your jaw. And then around to the back, let your head go back. And over to the other side. And slowly bring your head back down to the front. We'll do a few circles. Inhale, roll your head to the back. And exhale back to the front. We'll do about 3 or 4 circles to each side. Keep your jaw relaxed and just take your time. Good. When you're done with your neck rolls, let your head hang down. Just clasp the hands together, lay them on the back of your head and hold. And bring your head back up. One hand on the head, the other one can rest on your leg, and just gently draw. I'm going to draw the ear towards your shoulder, and at the same time, you're drawing down with the opposite shoulder to increase that stretch. Good. And then over to the other side. And let your head come back to center, eyes are open. And we're just going to turn the head and look back and forth from side to side. And let your head come back to center, arms by the side. Inhale, reach out and up. And stretch, clasp your hands, reach towards the ceiling. Exhale as you lean to one side. And then inhale as you come up and exhale over. Inhale to center and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, and let's come right back up to center. Draw back slightly with your arms and stretch and let the fingertips touch. Inhale, as you exhale, bring the arms out and down, and let's clasp the hands behind your back and draw those shoulders back and stretch. And go ahead and reach forward. Let's bring the arms up. Wrap one arm inside of the other. So one elbow inside of the other, back to back with your hands, or wrap them around again. We're going to draw those elbows up. So you feel that right across your upper back and shoulders in 2 and 3. And inhale, as you exhale, bring the elbows down and untwist. Let's do the other side. Draw the arms up, one elbow inside of the other, and hold. 2, 3. Inhale, as you exhale, let those elbows come down and relax. All right, reach forward, fingertips touch your shoulders. We'll do some nice big circles now. In, back, and around. And let's change direction. Good. And relax. Go ahead and stretch your legs out. And just kind of rock the feet in and out a couple of times. All right. We're going to come over onto our hands and knees and do a little stretching for the shoulders and lower back. So come on over. And let's start with hands under your shoulders, knees hip distance, feet relaxed. So you're in your table posture. Tuck your chin in. Exhale, round your back, round your shoulders and stretch. And then arch your back, look up and inhale. And exhale. Good. With your next exhale, bring your hips right back to your heels. Stretch all the way out with your fingertips. And get a really good stretch through your arms and shoulders. Just relax for a moment. And let's do a downward dog. Hands just a little bit wider than the shoulders. Come on up. Press back. You can soften your knees a little bit and keep lifting your hips towards the ceiling and stretch. And breathe 2. And 3. One more. 4. And let your shoulders come forward, knees touch down. Let's bring the hips towards the left heel. Twist over to the right. Get a nice stretch through your lower back, through your shoulders, and just hold. And 2, 3, and 4. Good, let's do the other side. So switch over, sit towards that right heel, reach over to the left and stretch. And 2, 3, and 4. And let's come up onto the hands and knees. We'll do another shoulder stretch. We'll do thread the needle. So knees are hip distance, hands are right under the shoulders. You're going to start with your left hand. Put the back of the left hand on the mat, slide it through behind your right arm, come all the way down onto that left shoulder, the left side of your head, and then reach back with that right arm. You can bend at the elbow. You might be able to touch your left thigh with your fingertips if that feels comfortable. You can look straight ahead, or you could try to look up towards the ceiling to increase that stretch. I want you to hold. A couple of deep, slow breaths here. Good. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going to slowly untwist and come back up onto the hands and knees. We're going to switch over. Back of the right hand on the mat, slide it through. Come on down onto your shoulder and the side of your head, and then reach back with that left arm and stretch. And you can just look right forward if you want over your hand, or you can try to look up towards the ceiling and draw that shoulder back just a little bit. And breathe. Good. And then inhale as you exhale, slowly untwist. Let's come back up onto the hands and knees. Now have you bring your forearms down. So now the elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Turn that left elbow out, put your forehead on your hand, and just reach forward with that right arm and stretch. I'm going to feel this right through that armpit, the shoulder, maybe your lower back. Good. Let's do the other side. So turn that right elbow out, put your forehead on your forearm, and reach forward with that left arm and just give your arm, your shoulder a nice stretch. Good. Forehead to the mat, both arms reach out and stretch. And then just use your hands to help bring yourself back up. Let's go into a child's pose. So now you've got your forehead to the mat and you just rest your arms to your sides. Take a nice breath here. Good. And then come back up onto the hands and knees. Since we're on the mat, let's go ahead and add our hip stretch. So we're going to bring the right knee forward, turn your heel inward, stretch your left leg back, and then inhale as you stretch and look forward. Nice stretch. Exhale as you come down. You can rest your forehead right onto your forearms. And relax, focus on your breathing. If it feels good to rock your hips a little bit from left to right, side to side, go ahead and do that. All right, bring your chest up, hands onto the mat. Let's step it back into the downward dog. And when you're in that downward dog, do your runner stretch, where you bend one knee, push the opposite heel to the mat. So you're alternating your legs back and forth. Good. Let's bring the shoulders forward. Let your knees touch down onto the mat. We'll draw the left knee all the way up. Turn your heel in. Stretch your right leg back. Inhale as you look forward. And then exhale as you come on down. And you can rest your forehead right onto your forearms and just relax. Nice deep breath. Good. Bring your chest back up. Let's do a downward dog again. And stretch. Let the shoulders come forward, knees touch down to the mat, bring your chest down, and let's slowly peel up into the cobra and stretch our backs and our stomachs. Good. Press onto the hands and knees. Bring your hips back to your heels so you round out your lower back. And then let's come up onto the hands and knees. Draw your right knee forward again and turn the heel in and draw your left leg back, just like we did before. But this time, so you've got your left leg straight, right? I want you to bend your left knee, and this might be enough of a stretch. You can stay right there. If you want to go further, you take your opposite hand, your right hand, and you try to reach back and grab your foot. So that's a variation, okay? And you're going to look forward. You can still have the left hand on the mat for balance. And breathe. One more. Try to relax into it. Good. And release that foot. Let's do a downward dog to stretch that lower back after doing the pigeon variation. Good. We'll do the other side. So shoulders forward, knees to the mat. Let's draw the left knee up. Turn your heel in. Stretch your right leg back. And you're going to start by bending your knee. And then you can take your left hand and reach for that right foot. That's optional. Your right hand's on the mat for balance. Excuse me. And you're going to look forward and breathe. Good. And relax. Go ahead and put your hands on the mat. Let's step it back one more time into that down dog and stretch. Good. Shoulders forward, knees down to the mat, hips back to your heels again. And relax your back. You can open and close your fingers, your fists a couple of times, also stretching out your hands, your wrists. You can rock the hips a little bit from side to side. Good. And then bring yourself up, excuse me, into a kneeling posture. Let's stretch out your toes and feet so you can sit back on your heels a little bit. And then from here, we'll come on up into our standing postures and do some standing poses. I gotta look at my clock for time. Okay. All right. So feet about hip distance, hands on the hips, knees relaxed. Let's lean forward, roll to the back as you inhale. Exhale back to the front. And change direction. And back to center. Inhale, exhale, fold right into your front bend. Let your arms hang, let your head hang. Just sway from side to side. Good. And then bring yourself down into your squat. And back into your front bend. And back down to that squat. And back into the front bend. Good. Bring your chest up, hands to your hips. Inhale as you come up. We'll support the back. So we just stretch forward. Now we're going to gently lean back and stretch, and then back up to standing. You can draw your feet closer to each other, arms slightly out to the side. So now you're in your mountain pose. Inhale, reach out and up. Nice deep stretch. We're going to gently lean to one side as you exhale. And then inhale as you come up and exhale over. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. And back to the other side. Good. Come back to center. Inhale, exhale into your front bend all the way down. Draw your chest forward, hands on the legs, and stretch out your back as you inhale. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, reach and come on up. And then back to the heart. Inhale. And exhale as you fold. And just move at your own pace through the sequence. Exhale, hands to the heart. So whenever you're reaching out and up, it's an inhale as you fold. It's an exhale. Stretch forward. It's an inhale. Fold again. Reach and come up. And back to the heart. All right, at the end of your sequence, the next sequence, go ahead and bring your hands to your heart and just pause for a moment. Good, and relax. All right, let's have the feet about hip distance. We're going to come down into a front bend, just hands to the hips, and then hang your arms down to the floor. Sway from side to side. And now come on down into your squat. So get your hands to the mat. Go ahead and come on down. We'll squat for a moment. Good. Let's come to this seated posture. So go ahead and bring yourself all the way down. Stretch your legs out. Rock your feet in and out. Okay, I'm gonna have you you can do either heel, tuck one heel all the way in, stretch the opposite leg out to the side. We're gonna get into the inner thigh stretch all along your back, your shoulder. So you're gonna take your opposite hand and reach over to the bent leg. Okay, so you reach over to that bent leg. Inhale as you reach up, and exhale, stretch out like you're reaching out for the wall. And just lengthen 2 and 3 and 4. And then inhale, reach, turn your palm upward, bring yourself all the way up and let yourself come down. Good, let's switch over. Let's tuck the heel in, The opposite leg is out to the side. You're going to reach over, inhale, reach up, and exhale as you stretch out. And 2, 3, and 4, and inhale, reach and come on up, and exhale, let your arm come down. Good. All right, let's switch back. So tuck the opposite heel in, have your leg out to the side. This time you're going to twist so that your chest is facing your straight leg in that direction, and just one hand on either side. Okay, one hand on either side of your leg. Now you're going to take the inside hand, reach it over to the outside of either your calf, or you might reach the foot. Okay, either one. Your outside hand is just helping you twist a little bit. And basically you're trying to bring, it's kind of like your heart center is coming towards your leg. And you're going to feel that in your lower back. You'll definitely feel it in the hamstring, maybe through your calf, and just hold. Nice, slow, deep breath. It's like with each exhale, you go just a little deeper. Good. And then go ahead and bring yourself up, and let's untwist, and we'll do the other side. So tuck your heel in, stretch your leg out. You're going to turn so you're facing your straight leg. Take your inside hand, reach it over to the outside of your leg or the outside of your foot, and twist, and then bring your chest down. And breathe. Softening into the exhale, folding into that stretch. Good. And then slowly bring yourself up and go ahead and open both legs out. We're going to stretch forward. You want to sit up tall in this stretch. So if you need your blanket under your hips, use that. Nice and tall. Go ahead and lean into it. And then just move gently from side to side, back and forth. Good. And bring yourself back to your center and just hold for a moment. Okay, draw your chest up. Choose your hands to help you, and you can bring the soles of your feet together. Bounce your knees a few times. Good. I'm going to have you lean forward into the stretch and just hold. And bring yourself up. Go ahead and draw those knees in. Stretch your legs out. Rock your feet in and out. And let's tuck one leg under, the other leg on top. Sit up nice and tall. So we're doing the cow face posture. Sit up nice and tall. Lean forward. So this one gets right into the hips and buttock. And just hold. And slowly bring yourself back up. And let's go ahead and do the other side. Tuck your knee under, the other leg on top. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale as you exhale, lean forward. Good. And then slowly bring yourself back up and undo the legs. Stretch your legs out. Rock your feet in and out. All right. So let's come over onto our backs and bring yourself right down onto your back. And you want to draw your knees into the chest. And this will help to relax your back. And just take a nice deep breath here. Clasp your hands across your legs. Rock a little bit from left to right, side to side, massaging your back. And let's keep the knees tucked in, open the arms out to your sides. You can lower the legs to the left, down to the floor. Look out towards your right hand and stretch. Breathe. And then inhale as you come up. Exhale over to the other side. Reach out towards that opposite hand. Stretch. Good. And bring yourself right back to center. Let's put the feet on the mat, hip distance, arms by the side. You're going to lift your hips up into a nice bridge posture and hold. Inhale as you exhale, roll down slowly. And draw the knees into your chest and relax your back. And feet on the mat, hip distance, raise your hips up and stretch. Inhale as you exhale, roll down slowly. And go ahead and bring those knees back into your chest, relax. Rock a little bit side to side. All right, go ahead and stretch yourself all the way down into your mat. Stretch your legs out. And just let your arms rest by your sides for a moment. And take a nice deep breath. Out through your nose. And allow your body to relax. Relax from the top of the head, through the forehead, around your eyes. Relax your jaw. down through your neck, your shoulders. And relax all the way down the arms to your fingertips. Nice deep breath, relax down through the torso, your lower back, your abdomen. Relax through the upper legs, knees, lower legs. Relax your feet, your toes. And take a nice deep breath again. Bring your awareness to your toes and feet, lower legs, knees, and upper legs. Bring your awareness to your abdomen, your lower back, your upper back, your chest and lungs, from the shoulders all the way to your fingertips, and back up through your shoulders, through the neck, through the face, through the top of your head. And as you start to come out of your relaxation, go ahead and pull your knees back into your chest. Just relax your back again. Good, and just roll to your side for a moment and relax. And then you can bring yourself up to a seated posture. All right. Okay, and before we close the class, it's always nice to set an intention for your day. How do you want to feel today? What kind of day do you want to have? And let the hands come to your heart. Go ahead and open your eyes. And namaste. All right, if you are going to go about your day, I just want to wish you a wonderful day and a really nice couple of weeks, great holiday, lots of peace and relaxation and joy. And if you want to stay and do meditation, feel free to do that as well. All right, so for the meditation, come into your comfortable seated posture. And, hopefully by now you've kind of figured out what's comfortable for you when you sit and how you sit. And sometimes too, I don't think I've mentioned this, but sometimes what I'll do, I really like stones and all that kind of stuff, rocks. And so sometimes what I'll do is I'll take a crystal or a rock, if you like doing that kind of thing, and I'll either hold it while I meditate or just put it next to me while I meditate. That's kind of fun. You can play around with that and just see if it feels any different. I like to do that. Sometimes it helps me to feel a little more grounded, or, that idea that you're holding on to something from the earth. And then just close your eyes and take a nice deep breath. And listen to the sounds in the room and the sound of your breath. And let's focus on the breathing. We'll just count the length of the inhalation, count the length of the exhalation. Feel free to use your fingers to count if you like, or you can just focus on your breathing until eventually you come into this place of, I guess, where you kind of forget about the counting for a moment. It's almost like a sense of, release, relief. Even if it just lasts for a few breaths, you can always come back to that, right, with your counting.